Things are not looking good for Toronto. Jarrett Allen had another very quick start. Toronto still has no answer for the Allen-Mobley duo. Pirtle is just about unplayable. He played like 10 minutes last game. We might not even see him start in game 3. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave that to CMB. He is a bit undersized for a center, but he has been playing at the 5 a lot this season with Pirtle's various injuries. So I would not be surprised at all to see that. That does give them a different look against Cleveland early on. And I do think that it helps them get out to a slightly better start, which is something that they absolutely need if they want to prevent the sweep. The big question for the Raptors at this point is where their offense is going to come from. Cleveland has made it very clear that their game plan is to prevent Brandon Ingram from getting any open looks or even any contested looks, really just denying him the ball, forcing someone else on Toronto to be that number one option. And so far, no one has really stepped up, which makes it easier on Cleveland's offense. There isn't any clear-cut number one option that they have to shut down. Toronto is trying to do it by committee, but they just simply don't have the offensive firepower to get that done, especially against a team like Cleveland with a super-powered offense led by Mitchell and Harden. And Mitchell-Harden duo has an ability to make tough shots late in the shot clock that Toronto is sorely lacking at this point. Cleveland has absolutely no issues running out the full shot clock, waiting for the best available shot to reveal itself. That is something that gives them a big advantage in this series that has revealed itself throughout these first 2 games. And over the course of the series, I do expect that to remain a story. For Toronto, heading back home for games 3 and 4, I am expecting 2 closer contests than these first 2 matchups with the Cavs. It's been a while since Toronto has made it to the playoffs, and as they are the only Canadian team, I do expect that atmosphere to be popping. I think they use that to their advantage, hopefully get out to a bit of a quicker start than they have thus far, maybe shut Cleveland down early with that new look, running CMB at the 5 instead of Pirtle, but they really do need to get BI going if they do hope to steal a game in the series. Although neither game so far has been that close, I am still expecting Toronto to pull out one win. I think that they can avoid the sweep. They don't have a fighting chance of actually winning this series in my eyes, but I do think that they will avoid the sweep, put up a good fight throughout the rest of the series, make it somewhat competitive. Again, neither game has been a complete blowout, but they really just don't have the personnel to really close those games out down the stretch or to cut into those Cleveland leads when they are down big in the 3rd and 4th. On the whole, the Raptors honestly didn't have an awful offensive game yesterday. Similar to game 1, they shot the ball decently, shot it much worse from 3, but the Cavs did as well, so there wasn't that big difference there. The big issue for them is just Ingram really not being able to get any offense going. He is their clear-cut best offensive player, so when he can't get anything going, it reverberates throughout the whole team. Scotty and RJ Barrett are doing their best to pick up the slack, and the Raptors bench honestly did a great job. They got some great minutes from them, but that just isn't going to be enough. That duo of Mitchell and Harden is nuts. You really don't want to see them in the playoffs. Harden, for as much as he has that reputation of being a choker, he really hasn't displayed that thus far in Cleveland, although it is a very small sample size. And then Mitchell, again, he doesn't make it deep in the playoffs, at least not yet at this point in his career, but he is always going to show up big. He really never disappoints in a playoff game. It has always been his supporting cast that has ended up letting him down. So far in this matchup, though, this series, his supporting cast is doing a great job. Really should not have any issues dispatching the Raptors in 5.